Hey guys, it's Kim. It is Sunday, March 22nd. I'm sharing that with you because I myself was unaware what the date was. And I'm sure there's probably a few of you out there in the same boat. So I wanted to offer an adult's meditation today. And I'm doing it adults as opposed to family only because I don't know the ages of your children. I don't know what you've shared with them of what's going on, and I don't want to say anything that might be out of line with what you're offering to them. So this is adults only, but by all means, you can obviously have your children listen to it as well. It may be beneficial for them also. So that's your call. So I want to start with just a deep breath. If you guys want to close your eyes, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You can find a comfortable seat on your couch, on your bed, on the floor, whatever works for you. So just find your seat. Take a big breath in through your nose and let it out. Good. I'm going to take another deep breath in. And this time we're going to inhale for 5 seconds. We're going to hold it for 5 seconds. We're going to release it, exhale for 5 seconds. And then we're going to be completely empty for 5 seconds. So let's try that. Big breath in. Hold it. Exhale 5 seconds. Empty for 5 seconds. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Empty. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Empty. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Empty. You can continue going through that. Your inhales for 5 seconds. Holding it for 5 seconds. Exhale for 5 seconds. Empty for 5 seconds. Continue that as I talk you through this. Right now, we are all under immense stress with a whole lot of unanswered questions. And if we don't have the answers to those questions, the people that we are interacting with, whether it's our kids, our spouses, our family members, neighbors, service workers, maybe virtually, those people are under stress also. They also don't have the answers. Keep breathing. The beautiful part about not having the answers right now is that we're in a position to create. And creating can be very fun, very gratifying, very beautiful. So while we're going through this time of uncertainty, let's try and shift our focus, shift our mindset on an abundant one. While I was meditating earlier today, I remembered that I have enough. I am enough. And we will get through this. And that thought of I have enough has helped me to switch my state of mind from where I've been at earlier today. If we can take this moment to recognize all that we have in our homes, in our refrigerators, in our freezers, our pantries, just recognize that there is enough there. If we take a look around what we have in our homes, whether it's other people or entertainment or the ability to connect with others on a virtual level like this, we have enough. Our society has been in desperate need of slowing down for the good of our souls. I live in New York and we are constantly go, go, go. That has been very nice to just take a breather. I want you to think of somebody whom means something to you. Maybe you haven't spoken with them in a while. Maybe you had a falling out. I want you to breathe through this discomfort of whatever the reasons are that you don't speak as often. Deep inhale, deep exhale, as you need to. I want you to send some love to them right now. Picture yourself embracing with this person, a really big hug. One of those hugs that you know that it means something. You feel their energy, they feel yours. Share your love with them. Now I want you to picture somebody that you've never met before, ever. It can be on a totally different continent. Picture yourself walking through the streets of where they live, holding their hand, the stranger. But something about them feels so familiar. You can smell what their area smells like. It might be different from what you're used to. It might be the same. And you can hear those around you. Maybe it's a different language. Maybe it's a language that you know some of the words and speak a little bit, but maybe not all of it. Or maybe it's a language you've never even heard of before. You can feel the care and compassion between you and this stranger. Just simply by being close to one another, sharing this experience of simply walking down a street together. If holding hands makes you uncomfortable, you don't need to. But you're in their energy and they're in yours, and you are sharing this moment. As you're walking, you hear some music playing. Maybe it's something you've never heard before. Maybe on instruments you aren't familiar with. But it sounds sweet, and it sounds beautiful. It sounds hopeful. It sounds bright and cheerful. And you know that that's the message that this song is supposed to be giving out. And so now when you breathe in that song, you breathe in that message. You fill your lungs up with it. You let it reach your heart. You let it reach your soul. As you walk past the music, you see that there's a pond in front of you, and you and your new friend start walking towards it. At this pond, you see some ducks. Maybe there's a couple swans, a couple geese. Maybe there's children playing next to the pond, throwing some bread for the ducks to eat. Maybe there's nobody else there. You see the sun shining, its reflection on the pond. How beautiful it looks, that golden yellow on the surface of the water. To match it up in the sky. You can see some clouds slowly passing by. You decide to sit down on the ground to feel the earth underneath you. And if you sit very still, maybe you can feel the earth breathing. Maybe you can recognize that this rock that we live on is actually a living thing. And not only is it your home, but it's also your new friend's home. It's also the duck's home. It's also the pond's home. It's also this different country, this different place, this different continent. It's their home too. as you feel the earth breathing, as you are exploring this connection with earth in a different way than maybe you ever have before, you think of all the different lives that this earth houses. The trees, the flowers, the grass, the insects, the animals, the people, everything. Not just right here, but everywhere. Maybe you could press your hands into the earth now and connect with it deeper. And you understand that by putting your hand on this earth, that you are connecting with every single person and every single thing that is on this planet. We are all together. We are all brothers and sisters. We are all friends and family. Because this earth is your home. And all of the living things on this earth live in your home. So let's connect with everyone. Let's give hugs to all of these people in our home right now. The older, the younger, the teenagers, the toddlers, the 20-year-olds, the 30-year-olds, the 40-year-olds and 50-year-olds. The sick, the healthy, the rich, the poor, the attractive, the unattractive, the funny, the serious, the hard workers, the lazy bums, let's connect with everybody because they are all our family. The mothers, the grandmothers, the fathers, the grandfathers, those without children, those with many, the married, the divorced, the separated, the single, the college students, and I'm asking you now for a very big connection with the mothers-to-be. They are holding our future in their bellies. And they need to remain calm and centered in a time that is so uncertain, even outside of this. If you can extend some love to each one of these types of people, people you've never met, people you know, if you look inside of your heart and you picture a bright white light pulsing through it, can you picture can you picture a cord attached to your heart going up through you, out of the crown of your head and up into the sky? And picture that cord then connecting to people all over this world, all over this earth, who needs some love, who needs a hug, who needs some care and compassion. Picture that white light from your heart moving up through that cord into the sky and sending that love to anyone and everyone that it can possibly reach. When you're ready, you can bring that cord back to you. Recognize that light back in your heart. Maybe you feel even more full of it than you were previously, because you just gave some of your love to others. And perhaps others gave some of their light to you. So while you're still at this pond, you know that it's time to go. Push yourself off from the earth Give your new friend a big hug. Wish each other well. You're going to take a few rounds of breath to get you back to where we began. So big inhale for 5 seconds. Hold it. Slowly let it out. Be empty. Nice big inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Empty. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Empty. Start to move your fingers and your toes. You can come back. You can keep your eyes closed if you want. You don't need to open them. I hope you remember this abundant mindset that we talked about throughout your week. That we have enough. And in the trying times when maybe we're losing our patience, and then we reflect on that, especially for those of us who have children at home. Remember that we are enough. Just like there is no handbook to being a parent, there's no handbook on how to be handling the situation that we are in right now. So remember to stay present. Remember to be here now. We don't have answers, and that's okay. That's okay. What we do have is this moment, and we can make the best of it if we choose to. We can help others from right here in our own homes. And to remember that all of us are in this together. So be here now. Be here now. Be a little more mindful on our outlook on this. And be a little more mindful that our stresses are no different than our children's stresses, than our parents' stresses, than our neighbors' stresses. We are all a family. We are all on our home of earth. And we will all be okay. Namaste.